Welcome back for more Napoleon. In this series, my brother and I are playing completely cooperatively, making all the decisions together, and we're also trying to clean up some of the errors we made in some of the other videos that we posted and that many of you were kind enough to point out. So with all of that said, let's jump into the action. All right, so let's go to Russia then. So we move to 1806. And Reese, we're gonna need these. We're gonna need the glory we get from defeating Russia to make up for what's about to happen.
So we're about to lose 5.
So 2 politics, 1D, 5A, and we lose 5G.
Now,
I would love to see Making Kings come out.
campaign-
We've never seen that in any game that we've played. Sorry.
we know we need 1.
For Napoleon's plans.
2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 at least.
We have 5.
I feel like given cards that can come up, we should give ourselves at least 1 buffer, maybe even 2.
I'm gonna take 2. We're going to spend 2 politics and get 2 admin. And
I like it.
We are going to see how this works out. We could draw a few new commanders.
We are
for
maximizing our commanders.
Hopefully. Because the big thing about Russia is, I think, well, actually, Russia doesn't have second rounds now that I think about it. So it's all about round 1. Because a stalemate, well, actually, that's not true. If you get a stalemate,
Not true.
You do retreat from Russia, which can have stalemates, and you need the commanders assigned by the time you get to retreat from Russia. So we do need it.
Yep. You're just losing -2 in every combat round in that thing.
Yeah, well, it wasn't easy to invade Russia. All right.
Nope.
So nothing happens in the card deck phase except for...
So am I correct with Russia? If you get a stalemate, you play the retreat from Russia. It's a new campaign, so you're in the first round again.
Correct. It gets into that. Remember when we did Syria, where it was like you get to use
totally new campaign though.
Yeah, totally new campaign. You get to reuse your cards, reuse your commanders, but you can't add any commanders. You only got the ones you brought.
Yep.
All right. Let's draw. We don't want to draw anything really horrible here, so card action phase is going to be a stress. That's good. And look,
That's actually good. I'm glad we got the extra admin.
Another A to spend.
Good thing we bought 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh! Isn't this the thing you wanted?
No, it's slightly different.
Oh.
But
we gotta
for the first time ever, Bernadotte is the Crown Prince of Sweden.
Well, there goes a commander.
Yeah.
Kind of bummed by that.
And he makes it harder if we end up fighting Prussia.
We don't have the Confederation of the Rhine, right?
No, not yet.
But
why are you asking that? How did that come up? Oh,
I just flipped the. But I don't know if this. Well, this can apply, but only
wait.
in the.
Hang on, bring that back. We need to use Napoleon's luck to not play that
Skip
card.
that card.
Because that means we're gonna lose. Well, no, it doesn't mean we're gonna lose Russia. Now that I think about it. Ooh.
So my big question is, because it would be a defeat.
If we get a
Like
stalemate,
in Russia, if we got a stalemate, would it be a defeat and it's over, right?
that
We're out.
happens. That happens. That all of that is going to happen before you check the campaign result. So if we get a
I
stalemate,
gotta tell you, I almost wonder whether I'd rather have his luck to roll.
again and not
Can
get
we
a
get it to a
stalemate,
+4? Well, can we get it to a? Can we get it to a +4?
we can. We will be able to. Yes, as long as nothing goes horribly wrong with like strategy.
And I don't. Wouldn't you almost rather have the Napoleon's luck to avoid the stalemate or try to avoid the stalemate?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a tough one.
It's a tough one, but I think you're right. Plus, there's some other terrible things that could happen. So I think we just roll with this and try to win. But this is exactly the kind of thing you don't want to draw when you're going to fight Russia.
Yep. All right.
Well, that's good.
We're doing that.
We're doing that. We're supposed to remove.
What does remove forced march from play? Like literally.
Yeah. So we need
out of the game.
After that, after we play this card, we need to put it here, and we got to go find force march and remove it from play.
We're spending that political point to get the +1.
Yes, we are. All right. This is the.
So do we need? So if force march comes up, it didn't count.
Correct. As much as I hate to say it, I think
spend it.
Really. I think the glory we're going to get. The glory we're going to get from
we calculated it. Bernadotte was one of the calculated,
true,
and we lost him.
True, you're
right. So we have his admin to spend, and I don't think we need anything else, right?
Yeah, you're right. We have one admin excess.
We needed this one. This was our excess.
Yeah. All right. I hope you're right about that.
I think I'm right. I think my math is right.
I think it is too. And remove.
All right.
Play.
So we're rolling.
Just roll a 1.
There's only one card there.
That's pretty typical that there aren't many cards in the discard pile. All right, so we just discard. Yeah, because Wellington's not in play. The Iron Duke. No, stay on 2. Oh no. Well,
it's okay.
Actually,
it doesn't hurt us, does it?
Well, hang on. So the only reason it hurts us is our campaign is going to switch from Russia to Russia and Prussia declare war. I don't actually know that that's a bad thing though, because this Russia campaign
switches.
Yeah. So hang on, let me show you just so that you know. Let me see. I just have to find it. Potential campaign segment. Right here. If events during any other phase change the diplomatic status of a nation, check for a potential campaign card which better reflects the new lineup against Napoleon and replace the current campaign card with the new one. So,
all right. Yep.
So if we allow that to be played, Prussia goes hostile, and instead of fighting the war in Russia, we are going to be fighting Prussia and Russia declare war.
That looks easier.
That looks a lot easier. So I think we play that.
Yep.
The other good reason to play it is it's out of the game.
Oh, by the way, Russia was probably hostile when we declared war, right?
No, they were neutral.
Or no?
They were neutral.
And they stay neutral even though we're attacking them?
Yeah. I mean, for game purposes, I didn't see anything that would change that.
Interesting.
And Tsar Paul is still in play. Although I think the result of Russia campaign, if we win it like Tsar Paul goes away and they get set to Allied. So, but yeah,
the Russian campaign is now gone.
Yeah. The good thing about, so anyway, I was just going to say, Prussia Rises is now like not in the deck anymore, so it can't unconquer Prussia if we conquer them. So that's actually a good thing.
All right. So that was the 7th one, right?
I believe so. Right, because it teetered from a 2 to an 8. All right. That's okay. Could be some extra glory for the siege.
Yeah, there's no
but please,
negative effect.
I'm done with this. Stop this. All right. So Spain is allied.
Convention's not played, so discarded.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
There you go. We're done.
I'm done. For everyone who tuned back in for the cliffhanger of our invasion of Russia, if you're a little late, I hate to inform you that we're not going to Russia. We're attacking Prussia, and Russia's joining in. Okay.
Yep. Prussia decided to join the battle on the way. So we're spending the political point for that, right?
Yeah. First things first, let's do commanders. So commanders is first. But here's the thing is,
well,
I'm not, oh, you're just thinking about where we are. So
I was trying to figure out what we need.
Well, so Marie Louise's is any one combat round, so we don't need to do it here.
Hold on, Grand batteries and strategy and tech.
Okay. So we've got +1 from the card, +1 DRM in the first combat round.
Yep.
We've got +1 because Austria is allied. We've got.
You know what?
+1 for maneuver surlet. We've got +4 in the first combat round. Already, we have
our luck
without spending any A. Now I think we should bring some A just in case, or bring some commanders.
Well,
we should
bring enough to get us to +4 again
in a second round.
It's a little bit of overkill, but if it's a stalemate, well, can it be a stalemate? It can be a stalemate.
It can be a stalemate.
Screw that up and end up. In which case, it's a defeat, by the way.
Right.
So if that's the case,
where did Unreliable Allies go? Did it get thrown in here by mistake? There it is.
There you go.
So without any commanders, we're at +4 in the first round. The
bottom line is we don't need any commanders for the second round because we're going to be defeated.
You're right.
What happens? Play the Patrie en danger.
We'll need commanders. We'll need commanders for that. If that happens, we're going to need commanders.
So what? Must achieve 1 victory for every hostile country. So that would be 1.
2. Oh, 1 because Russia is not hostile. Correct.
That's why I thought it was odd that they're not hostile and we're fighting, but.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So I think we should I think we should spend money on commanders.
I think we should. I mean, we're good on politics, so I don't think we need to screw around. So first things first, let's spend 1P to bring Ojiro, right? Right?
Yes.
And then we want to reserve 1. We want to reserve 1A so we can play Grand Battery in like a second round.
Well, hold on. There is no second round. We go straight to.
Right.
So I think you still want to reserve. I think you want to reserve 2 so you have both of those in
case we end up getting defeated. So we want to spend 3A on commanders so we have 2 left over. Sorry, we want to spend 4A on commanders so we have 2 left over.
No, don't. We need some in the first battle too.
No, we need none in the first battle. Because in the first battle in round 1, we've got +2 for the campaign card. We've got +1 for maneuver sur les derrière and +1 for La Grande Armée.
Yeah. It was +1 for the campaign card, right?
2. +1 if Russia's allied.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to spend 0A on this campaign. But I think we
so
should
we
spend
need to save 2. I agree.
So I think we should bring 4 commanders, spend 4A to bring 4 commanders.
Yeah.
So I spent the P, we're gonna bring him. 1, 2, 3. Well, we can only spend 3. And I don't think we should spend the glory.
Now the question is, do you spend a little glory for one? Like that? I know that's 3, but you don't lose them if you use them.
Let's spend 3.
Actually,
I like Davu because it's any combat round.
So is he. 2 glory for 2 in any one combat round.
After the first. Oh, you're talking about Massena?
Massena.
Yeah, let's take Massena. -2. All right.
That dang unreliable allies didn't help.
No, probably should have. Well, I think, but your point is still right.
I don't know.
Let's let you know. The thing is like we got 2 die rolls to roll a 3 to roll a 3 or better. So
what could possibly go wrong?
So let's roll it up with +4 and see what happens on the first one.
How's that?
All that time and thinking,
all
and
that sweating.
you just roll it.
We just win without anything.
Now that's what's interesting is if it hadn't teetered off that 4, we would have been staring a bloody victory in the face, which would have been.
But it did teeter.
And I don't think we could have re-rolled it in that case because it's too high a likelihood of a stalemate.
I would not have taken a 30% chance of losing.
So now we have a question.
So we win.
Yes, but now we have a question to answer. We can either play the Polish campaign, or we can lose 5G to play the Treaty of Tilsit. So the Polish campaign.
So what is the Polish question cards?
They are right here. So there's these 4 cards.
Okay. I've never done this, so
yeah, we've never seen it happen. So all of these cards sort of can start getting played if we basically.
So here's the deal: on a campaign result, if you win, we play the same thing. Hold on, real quick, David. Dad's calling.
Okay.
So we have this Polish campaign opportunity. So what I was about to say is, we could either just play the Treaty of Tilsit right now.
Yep.
So that means there has to be value in these cards.
Oh, there is. I mean, keep in mind though, if we don't do the Polish campaign, we play the Treaty of Tilsit, but we've got -5 glory. So there's that. But I think, look, we've never gone through this before. You've never seen this before. Even if it might not strategically be the best thing to do, we should absolutely do this. Don't you agree? You there?
Ooh, yeah, I am. I was just reading the Treaty of Tilsit. There's a lot of... Okay. Yep.
So Polish campaign. So we resolve it immediately. Conduct only 1 combat round and resolve as below. Okay, so where we're starting is we've got La Grande Armée, Maneuver sur les derrière. We could spend 1.
So if we stalemate this or lose it, we're going right back to war with Prussia and Russia.
Next, yes, I know. We should spend 1A for Bonaparte's plans at this point. Because we don't have, we need it to get us to +3, right? And then we can assign 1 commander to get us a +1 to get us to +4 in this Polish campaign.
Yep. Or why do I not remember using Napoleon's luck? What did we use it for?
We didn't use it.
Flipped over.
Oh God. No, I think I flipped it because I was like, we should not play unreliable allies, and then we changed our mind. We didn't use it. I know we didn't use it.
I was going to say we had 2 rolls and only needed 1.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I flipped it because I was like, oh my God, we can't deal with unreliable allies, and then you changed my mind about it.
Yep.
So then let's play Marmont to get a +1. So we're rolling the Polish campaign at +4.
So an interesting question with unreliable allies.
Uh-huh.
It says in this campaign, is this the same campaign or a second campaign?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So it is, I mean, like a second campaign, but if you
any campaign used from the campaign modifiers
yeah,
that were used in the original are discarded. So we got to get rid of ours that we used.
wait a second. So hang on. So okay, let's actually go back for just a second. Hang on. Let's make sure we do this in the right order. Hang on. So we play the Polish campaign. So here's what I think should happen is, so we resolve the campaign. So then now we should roll for commander casualties before we do anything else, because some of our dudes might not be available. So let's just do that. So we got 5 rolls to make.
5 of them.
Okay.
First 2 good.
So Marmont and Messina are good.
Second 2 good.
Sai and Juno are good. Ojiro's good. Okay.
Good.
So everybody's good. Now, resolve the main section for any cards in the campaign modifiers box with an effect that triggers after campaign resolution. So then we would be going through here and it's like, okay, this didn't trigger. This didn't trigger. This actually did trigger. So we should roll for siege now.
All right.
You follow me on that, right? So we get
4.
So we get plus 5G.
Yep. Got it. I got it added.
Yeah.
Okay. So now siege goes away.
I don't think so because it doesn't.
Any campaign modifier cards under 9.6.
Oh, which were
any
used.
Campaign modifier.
Yes, correct. I didn't see that.
Didn't we just use that?
Yes, we did. So that gets discarded.
And so my question is, did we also use?
We did not use it.
Okay.
Right. So, which were used are discarded, and we didn't use it because it didn't trigger, and we didn't use Marie Louise's either because we didn't use its
Well, that was
campaign
my
effect.
question.
So that would be my reading, is that it didn't get used, like, because we didn't get a stalemate.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
All right. So Ojiro is going to join, just to remind ourselves where we are. So we're doing this. The campaign doesn't give us anything. Grand Army, Maneuver sur les derrière, and Bonaparte's plans gives us +3. Ojiro gives us +4.
That uses all of our admin, correct?
No, we should still have 2 admin left because we started with
We still
3.
have 2. You already spent them?
I spent 1. Well, remember, we don't have to repay for the commanders. I spent 1 for Bonaparte's plans.
We just need to do that one.
No, I spent for Bonaparte's
for that
plans.
one, yes.
Yeah, I spent 1 for Bonaparte's plans.
All right.
So now we're rolling a +4, and we only got 1 combat round here.
And we have our luck, we said.
Yes, we do. All right, that's good. That's a victory. That's a victory. Okay. So victory, we play the Treaty of Tilsit. Let's just start with that.
Which is really a lot of points. That's a lot of glory, man.
Victory in Polish campaign. may be moved after that. Okay, plus 1D, plus 1D, plus 20 glory, and how many politics was it? 2 politics.
Russia goes to Allied.
Prussia goes to Allied. Set Russia to neutral unless Kingdom of Poland is in play. It is not.
Well, we were supposed to pick
No.
from those 4, right?
It says may.
Okay. Got it.
So it's an interesting question because, like, we could. So let's talk about these real quick. There's.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
So let's start with these two. So essentially now we kind of get to choose whether we want to create the Kingdom of Poland or the Grand Duchy of Warsaw. The Kingdom of Poland basically gives us +1 DRM in any one combat round in all campaigns until abdication, which is pretty cool. But Russia is going to be hostile forever because we essentially created Poland on their border.
Yep.
The Grand Duchy of Warsaw...
probably out of their territory.
Yes. But what's interesting... okay, so we get 5G and we remove Kingdom of Poland. In both cases, you get to only make one choice. You remove the other card. So we get 5G, but then if we play Grand Duchy of Warsaw, we get 5G, and then we can play these 2 cards. One of them, Poniatowski, he's a commander. We can just grab him at some point, right? He's the good news about him is he's free. He doesn't have any cost. This gives us a chance to have a mistress and a bastard son, which then later gives us a chance for a divorce. So the trick, of course, is if Russia is always hostile, we're always going to be fighting Austria and Russia, Prussia and Russia. Like we're always going to be fighting. We're always going to be fighting Russia in every war. So I feel like we should do the Grand Duchy of Warsaw.
That's what Napoleon did, correct?
I believe so. Correct.
That's what I would do.
It was established by Napoleon in 1807. All right. So I agree with that because I confess my interest is more in taking a mistress and getting a bastard son and getting the potential to divorce Josephine and producing a legitimate heir later. So we're going to play that, which basically it goes into the Poland question. So, and we're just going to turn these 2 face up. We can turn them face up.
Why wouldn't we play them both? To me, reveal them both and we do them.
I'm with you. So Poniatowski, we're going to move down here into commanders. And we're going to get 5G for Maria Waleska.
Well, that puts us up to 30.
We're going to move
80,
her
actually.
into Napoleon.
And I'm rolling a die.
Roll a die. Just don't roll a 1. So we now have a bastard son.
Never had that before.
There you go. Well, now we just need the divorce card to make an appearance.
All right.
Okay. So now I think we still gotta go back. So sorry, Treaty of Tilsit is face down here. Right?
Yes. So we're only skipping Prussia. That's interesting. Not Russia with that one.
Yes, correct. Mind you, Russia is still neutral.
Russia's already
and Tsar Paul.
to Tsar Paul.
Tsar Paul is it's very strange. They we fought a war against them, but we're neutral. And
feels odd. All right.
Okay. So now I believe that's... Oh, now we need to roll for commander casualties.
Again.
Yeah. So Ogiro's okay.
He's
Juno
fine,
is wounded.
Both fine. And there's one left, right?
One left. Yep. All right. This turn got a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be when we came into it. So,
well,
Marie Louise's...
we're just going to attack Russia.
So neither of these got used. So they're both just going to get discarded.
Okay.
So unfortunately, Unreliable Allies doesn't come out of the game. But then again, I don't think we're doing it. And Polish campaign actually...
Well, it's not a bummer. I take that back. It's very good.
Yeah. And Polish campaign...
I'd like it to never get used.
Actually gets removed when played. It's like a one-shot deal.
Yep.
Okay. So that should be cleanup for campaign resolution, I believe. So now we're into the diplomacy phase, and Austria is the only country we're rolling for.
And I don't think we're spending any diplomatic points on them.
Yeah, and we could also just move them straight to hostile if we wanted to again. Prussia's allied, so we're going to get that, like, this is the time to attack Austria. So I think we should...
I feel like we should.
I think we should... we remove the Treaty of Schönbrunn and set them to hostile.
Hostile they are, which pulls the campaign in.
Which now pulls...
Austria declares war.
Austria declares war, yep.
Pick them off one at a time, man.
Yep. Keep in mind, things can happen, like what happened with Prussia Rises.
Well, I know. I just watched that. I just experienced it.
Nothing is ever certain. So that should be the end of diplomacy, because we now don't need to roll for anybody, because instead of rolling for Austria, we just said, you know what, we're attacking you. So now we have...
It's interesting. This doesn't have any effect the rest of the game, does it?
Right. Yes, correct. Yeah, you put it there, I think, because... I mean, you could probably just remove it from the game, but
right.
Yeah.
We are on to domestic politics.
Yep. So we are
at an even die roll. Do we want to spend a few political points?
Well, first things first, we're going to spend 2 admin to get a political point.
Yes, we are.
You want to spend... God, we're at 80 glory already. Wow. Spend 4 to get a +2?
Yep.
Done.
We haven't used our luck yet, have we?
No. It'd be nice if we didn't have to, just in case we did make a mistake. We don't lose any glory.
A 10. That's nice.
Okay. So clean up.
Clean up.
Wow, that was a very involved turn.
My head's spinning a bit.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That was an interesting
Yeah.
example of things can go sideways.
It was not the turn we expected when we started it, for sure.
Nope.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Hope you're enjoying all of the iNapoleon content that we're producing, and this series in particular. If you are, it would be great if you could subscribe and hit the like button. Please leave comments if you have questions about anything or if you spot anything we're doing wrong, and also sharing the videos can be very helpful for the channel. But thanks very much, and we'll see you next time on Agility Snips Gaming Table.